Hello, one. Hello, all. Welcome to the third and final edition, or at least I think final, of the My Immortal fan fiction reading. We've read chapters 1 through 30. Joining me above my head there in a tiny corner is Emily of Emily's Adventures in Horrorland. Emily, how do you feel today?
Pretty good. I'm glad that you cut off the top of my head so no one has to see the stupid light situation that's going on. So that's
Sure,
good.
sure. I'm all about cutting heads off.
hmm
So why don't you, for those who are perhaps joining us for the first time, or those who are trickling in, why don't you let us in on what it is we've been reading for the last 30 chapters?
hmm Righty dokie. So, in case you didn't know, this fan fiction, My Immortal, was written many, many years ago. I want to say 10 to 14 years ago by, I think her name is Tara Gillespie. After some cursory research, this young person who's gothic and wants you to know it every 5 minutes. So it's an extreme bastardization of the Harry Potter canon, in which her self-insert Mary Sue character, Enderby Darkness Dementia Ravenway, just kind of potters around doing gothic
Hey,
things. And
stop flamming. She's not a Mary Sue.
yeah, indeed. So yeah, that's fun. There's some kind of okay. So what has she done? She's got off with Harry and Draco, although Harry is going by vampire these days because he loves the taste of human blood. But it presumably isn't a real vampire. Um, okay, so she's fooled around with them. Uh, Voldemort has turned up to give her a gun and kill one of her boyfriends.
Repeatedly, just like showing up just to show up, and then apparently that's really
Yeah,
it.
numerous times he tells her she's failed and then just kind of flies away, cackling with his high heels. Um, Okay, so the new plan is to go back in time to before Voldemort was Voldemort, and she's going to seduce him in order to
That's not
hopefully,
Emily having a stroke, by the way. That's how it was spelled.
yeah, hopefully prevent him from becoming evil. And if he does, they'll shoot him anyway. It's kind of long-winded and ridiculous, but that's the plan. Um, so I don't believe his past name is going to be Tom Riddle because that confusingly is a character we've met before who works in a gothic store in Hogsmeade. So I don't know where they're going with that unless he's also presently working for not Hot Topic, whatever, Blue Banana, whatever the name is.
See, you're a Harry Potter reader, so this might be a little bit easier to follow for you. But I'm a non hardcore film fan. I'm familiar with Harry Potter. I haven't watched any of them in at least 7 years. So like it's
Yeah,
not
but they play them on TV quite
sure. Oh,
frequently.
well, I mean, we have the box set in the house. It's not like
Mm,
it's not like there's an excuse for me not to know. It's just something that doesn't really jump out at me the
hmm
way Star Wars or Friday the 13th does. So
If it makes you feel better, I haven't seen at least one of the films.
that
I kind of skipped over Half-Blood
that does
Prince.
make me feel better. But
Mm,
without my extensive memory slash knowledge of the Harry Potter franchise, this to me, what I'm remembering with my empty bucket skull lack of brain, all I'm picking up here is what she's wearing, the fact
hmm
that there's a lot of wrist slitting,
hmm
and that they go to a lot of concerts. A lot of
Yes,
concerts.
confusingly, yeah, MCR seems to hang out around uh, the Hogwarts castle a lot. So I suppose are they wizards too? I mean, they must be if they, you know, if they go to Hogsmeade constantly. If you have any fan theories, please post them in the comments or the chat, I should say,
Yeah,
about this because
and Voldemort is some sort of cross between a Scooby Doo villain and a Mission
hmm
Impossible character with all the masks that he seems to have.
hmm check it off. Voldemort. That would be a very different episode of Scooby-Doo.
So I'm trying to think of the last thing that like this just isn't soaking in for me. As funny and as silly as it is, the things that are soaking in are dress choices. The amount of suicide attempts and just the complete disregard for canon sexuality. I guess that's the only things that stick out.
Yeah, everybody is bisexual
Yeah.
in this, including the Dark Lord, I must assume. Are we going to find out that he is? I want to place a bet
Oh,
now
do you
that-
not know? Have you not read this to the end?
No, I've only read up to, I think, the next chapter.
Ooh.
And I've heard things about where it goes from here. Certainly on, you know, your videos people have been posting. I think Xehanort 10 certainly has been posting about what happens next. The craziness that is, there's a guitar involved. There's Hedwig turns up. I don't know, but I'm quite excited to read the rest.
What's up, everybody in the chat? Dice, Robert, Zachary, Mark. Zachary's asking if this is a crossover with Twilight.
I don't think so.
Well,
At least
the fact
I haven't seen any characters from
the fact that
Twilight.
they're vampires kind of elbow nudges that there might be some sort of. I mean,
I guess, but I
yeah,
don't
this dips its toes in a bunch of different universes because it was Darth Vader for a hot second there, wasn't it?
know.
Wasn't one of them Darth Vader for a splash of a sentence?
You know, I think you're right. I think, yeah, Darth Severus Snape. I don't remember who it was, but yeah.
Yeah. So they're just. This is Ready Player One of fan fiction. That's what this is. And for those of you who don't know Ready Player One is a book and a movie. And if you watch the movie, it's just like Easter Egg Central, looking at all the different properties, all the different IP. So
Which I don't know how they got away with that.
yeah,
Looked like an expensive movie.
yeah. Just on licensing alone, that was probably very expensive. Yeah.
You know, I don't think this is comparable to Twilight really, because Bella's supposed to be you, the miserable neuter forks kind of regular girl, whereas Ennaby, everyone wishes they were Ennaby because she's just like the best. I don't know, but maybe we should get on with reading. I don't know. It's
Okay. So if
about that time.
if you're reading along with us at home or on the road, or please don't read along with us on the road. The website is myimmortalrehost.webs.com. There's a total of 44 chapters, and we are about to start chapter 31.
Yep.
And Emily is rummaging through something to get herself.
Someone's asking where's my makeup, so I
What, are you
want to
gonna
at least
fucking
put lipstick
put something on the spot?
I have. Here we go. There's the. No, that's not.
All right.
Where's the black one? God damn it.
Donations for colors.
I can't find it.
See?
Maybe another time.
See?
Oh, fucking damn it. I'm not prepared.
See, if somebody
I should've
makes it
put something
rain
on my
rainbow,
face.
then you're going to have to find it.
Yeah. Well, I know it's around here somewhere,
You're
but
going to Bernie Sanders some some super chats on you.
that's how that works. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So
Is the link in the chat so they can read along?
oh,
I can do that.
I got it. I'm right here. I got it.
All right. All right.
Oh,
All
I
right.
got it. Oh, I got it. There it is. That's how to read along.
Yay.
All right, and so we're up to chapter 31. I have to
Right. So
get it to the top here.
Ebony Vampire and Harry Potter. No, Ebony Vampire and Draco were being kidnapped by Lupin and Snape, and
Where are you reading this?
I'm recapping the
Oh,
last
okay.
chapter, so I'm not
Okay.
too lost. So there was some kind of implied rape, Voldemort worshipping going on. Then it says Ebony shited the word Crocio and pointed her wound, and then they screamed, started running around the room, and I guess someone is here to save them from possible rape, so that's good.
Oh, right.
Crisis averted.
Right. And Emily will be reading female parts, and I'll be reading male parts. And now knowing that both Harry and
Draco?
is it Draco? Harry and Draco are bisexual. I am putting a stereotypical gay lisp on just to differentiate them from others. It is not.
I mean, Harry's meant to be English, so you could just do
I
that.
cannot do that. So please forgive me. It is merely for comedic effect. I mean, no ill will.
All right. Righty dokie. So, chapter 31, author's note. I said, shut the fuck up, you queefs. What?
Is that how you spell queef?
Already? Stop Callan, Ebony, and Mary Sue, okay? You do not even know what's going to happen, okay? So fuck you. Thanks to my BFF Raven for the help. Raven, who is proofreading this thing, apparently. And they're both
Poorly.
calling out. And the quality dipped. So, I mean, but we've seen how bad it is without Raven. Whatever. All right. Okay, you go first. Sirius is speaking.
Oh, I always knew you were on Voldemort's side, you son of a bitka. Boofy rocks.
Is that a character on Buffy? Bitka?
I don't know. Is it meant to be bitch? Because A is nowhere near H on the keyboard.
No. No, that's quite hard to...
Who's Bitka? Maybe
Do you think she would...
you chipped out. Your audio's out. Your audio's out, Emily. Kick back. Unplug your thing and plug it back in. Oh boy. Now everything's gone.
Okay, well, did that
We
do
can hear
anything?
you now. Now we can't see you. Oh, now we can see you.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So maybe she was ahead of the curve and was trying to let us know that Bitcoin would be a thing, and she was trying to drop little hints.
I was saying, what, if you... No, because if you're on one of the old school phones typing this story, this would have been back in the day when you had to triple tap one key to get to the
Oh,
third
right,
letter.
right.
So that still doesn't explain
Yeah,
it.
A
It's not
would
like
have been
a
two,
mobile
right?
keyboard. Yeah. Bloody hell. Anyway,
Oh, right.
Sirius said to Snape,
Who's Snap? Snape. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been a while. Gotta clap back into it. No, I'm not. I was teaching them something. One.
Snap clammed. Oh, fucking yeah. I took some black Voldemort serum out of my paquet and gave it to Severus. He made Snap drink it. He did arng really. This is the level we're dealing with.
I feel like I'm having a headache.
Then Lucius took out a tape recorder. That one was me, sorry. Then Lucius took out a tape recorder and started playing it while he did curses on Snap. That's almost as bad as when Voldemort or Dumbledore, whoever it was, made some calls and did some stuff a few chapters ago.
Some stuff.
Yeah, he was off doing a thing. Then Professor Sinister, who is Sybil Trelawney, for those who may be confused about that, Professor Sinister and Lucian made us get out with them while Snape told his secretes, which may be Italian.
Secret.
Lucian took Vampure and Draco to the nurse after thanking me 1,000,000 times. No exaggeration, 1,000,000. It took 12 hours to do that. Professor Trevelyan,
That's
Trelawney.
Professor.
Professor Trelawney took me to a dark room, which after the last chapter should be concerning. Being alone with a teacher. Now I was going to go back in time to seduce Volksamort. They spelt it the same way. I think that's how, what's her name? Tara thinks seduce is spelt. It makes sense. I mean, it's that maybe seduce could be spelled that way. If you don't know English. Moving posters of MCR and Nirvana were all over that you couldn't see because the room was dark. What is this room that's just full of goth posters?
Nirvana's not even close to goth.
What would you call Nirvana? They're not
Grunge.
punk.
They're grunge.
Grunge, yeah. That's the one. Hermione, who should be called Bloody Mary by previous
Yeah,
chapters.
what the fuck, man? Maybe that's why I'm lost, because everybody has 7 different names.
Yeah, this is what makes me suspect that someone hacked her account and started getting trolly with it. But here we go. Hermione, Darkness, and Willow came too. Bloody Mary, it gave me a black bag from Tom Ridd's store. See, this is the Tom Ridd that isn't Voldemort. What's in the bag? I asked Professor Trevorley. You will see, she said. I opened the bag. Like the band The Wreckers.
I opened bag. I opened thee.
In it was a sexy, tight, T-I-T-E.
You know, cousin of Kite.
In it was a sexy, tight, low smut, black leather gothic dress.
What's the difference between a low smut and a high smut?
About $200. It had red corset stuff, and there was a silt up the leg. I put it on. My friends helped me put on some black fishnets, and black pointy boots Willow had chosen. Have you ever helped someone put on fishnet stockings?
I'm reading ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, the joy. Willow and Darkness helped me put on black eyeliner and blood red lipstick.
Stick. Why bother?
Is that what you were laughing at?
Yes. Sounds like somebody else we know wrote this.
You look fucking kawaii, bitch, Bloody Mary said. Thanks, I said. I don't know what accent she's got, but we're going with it. Okay, now you're going to go back in Tim, said Professor Sinister. You will have to do it a few sessions. You have to do it in a few sessions. She gave me a black gun. Now, to be honest, I haven't met a gun that wasn't black. But whatever, it's...
Yeah, I have silver ones.
Yeah, gunmetal, whatever. I put it in a strap on my fishnets, like in...
Wow, if you read that fast enough, it reads, I put it in a strap on. Sorry.
That would be too far. That's got the giggles now. I put it in a strap on my fishnets, like in Red is net evil.
Red is net. I guess no red squiggly bar when you're doing these things, huh? Oh.
Mark F says Severus Snatch Dragon. That would be a name, wouldn't it? Yo, CP, I heard the Invisible Man is cocaine.
Is it?
Like the movie?
Is that good or I don't know. What the... Is cocaine good or bad?
Is that the new street name for cocaine?
I don't know.
Give me some Invisible Man, man.
Yo, that Black Christmas is heroin, yo.
It's more like that crocodile drug from Russia that turns people into zombies. Willow and Darkness helped me. Okay, losing my place. I put it in a strap on my fishnets, like in Red is Net Evil. Then she gave me a black time tuner. Wrong. After an hour, used a time tourner, still wrong, to go back here. Professor Trevelry said. Then she and Bloody Mary put a pensive in front of me. Oh no, this is not how you time travel. I don't think it is. Everyone went in front of it.
Good Luke won.
Everyone
shoot it. Bang, 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 bang. Good Luke.
Dark S, which is not... fuck it. Dark S and Willow gave me Death's Touch Sin, which I don't know what that is. I think it's a goth thing. Then I jumped sexily into the pensive.
How do you jump sexily? I've never thought of anybody in my entire life jumping and it was sexy. Never.
Like a pixie, like kind of a flouncing
like,
kind of thing?
Oh, look at my clam. Oops, I forgot to wear underwear.
Just straight down. Suddenly, I was in front of their school. Oh no, now we're into raw speak. In front of me was one of the sexiest goth guys I had ever seen. What are the odds that young Voldemort is also goth? Even though he isn't now. He was wearing long black hair. What? He was wearing
Boring.
to cover his baldness, kind of like Mikey Way, only black. He had gren eyes like Billy Joe Armstrong.
Armstrong.
Armstrong?
Armstrong.
Oh, okay, I couldn't tell. I thought it was weird kerning. And pale wit skin. He was wearing a black ripped up suit with Vans. It was Tom Bombadil.
One.
Who's Tom Bombadil? He sounds like a hobbit. Okay, chapter 32. Author's note. I said, stop flamming. I know his name isn't Tom Bodil. That was a mistake. One. If you do not like this story, then you can go screw yourself. One. You suck. One. 666. Hi, I said flirtily. I'm Ennaby Wade, a new student.
Why does she do everything sexily?
Yeah, methinks she doth protest too much. If you are sexy, you don't have to point it out every sentence.
I chewed whorishly.
I'm Ennaby Wade, a new student. I shock my pale hands with their black nail polish with him. Your move.
Oh, the name's Tom. Name
said.
owns Tom, apparently. Oh, but who can call me Satan? That's my middle name. No,
it's not.
That's my middle name.
He sounds Scottish. That's my middle name. We shock hands. You again.
Oh, well, come on. We have to go upstairs.
Wait, are they outside? They're in front of the school, yeah. Okay. Satan said. I followed him. Hey, Satan, do you happen to be a fan of Grande? Since MCR and Evanescence don't exist
Oh,
yet
right,
then.
we're back in time. Okay,
Right,
right, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god! How did you know?
Satan gasped.
Actually, I like GC a lot too.
Get it? Because GC did that song I Just Want to Live that sounded really 80s.
Right.
Oh, we're in the 80s.
Or
Oh,
pounded.
shit. Wait, he was wearing Vans. Did they exist back in the
Sure,
day?
Vans are pretty old. They're older than me.
Oh. Oh, okay. OMG, me too, I replied happily.
Guess what? They're having a concert in Hogsmeade.
Satan whispered. Hogsmeade? I asked.
Yeah, that.
Is this not a typo?
That's what they used to call it in the time before it became Hogsmeade in 2000. He's speaking in the past tense. In the fucking. Oh,
He's a time travel
fuck.
bastard as well.
Holy shit. That's what they used to do back in June of 2020. Oh, Christmas crunchberries. That's priceless.
Tara, no. Tara, sweetie, that's not how you... Oh, I've read ahead. There's more of it. He told me all secretively.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm old. Shit.
Oh, I'm crying.
Wait. Yeah, that's what they used to call it in these times before it became Hogsmeade in 2000. He told me all his secretly.
Yeah.
And there's a really cool shop called Hot.
Topic! I finished, happy again.
It existed back then.
He frowned confusedly.
No, it's called Hot Issue.
He smiled again.
Then in 1998, they changed it to Hot Topic.
He moaned. This is turning.
Then in 1998, they Chang, it's a hot topic. Sorry,
Pretty hot, not
I
gonna
was
lie.
trying to moan it.
He said sexily. Oh, now everything was making sense for me. So is Dumbledore your prince pill? I shouted. Why are you shouting?
Uh-huh.
He looked at his black nails.
I'm in Slytherin.
Oh, MFG, shmee too.
Oh.
I shrieked.
Oh, see, so little baby Anakin's mom is in there.
What, shrieked?
Anakin's mother's named Shmi.
Oh,
See, I'm telling you, it goes all over the place.
of course she's a Slytherin.
Oh, wait. Go to this skull.
Get it because I'm gothic? He asked. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm new. I smelled happily.
Smell?
Sorry, I smelled
Wait, how do you smell?
Can you do that while jumping sexily?
I think so.
Suddenly, Dumbledore flew in on his broomstick and started shredding at us angrily. He had a paper shredder. No talking. Oh, sorry, that's you.
Oh, no talking in the halls.
He had short blonde hair and was wearing a polo shirt from American Ogle Outfitters.
Stupid goths.
Satan rolled his eyes.
His so mean to us goths and punks just because we're in Slytherin and we're not preps.
I turned around angrily. Actually, I think maybe it's because you're the Dark Lord. Oh, Ebony, you're giving the game away. You can't be telling him stuff that happens in the future, even though he has.
What?
He said angrily. Oh, nothing, I said sweetly.
Then suddenly,
the floor opened. OMFG, no, I screamed as I fell down. Everyone looked at me weirdly. And that's all in quotation.
Hey, where are you going? She's fucking falling. hey, what are you doing?
Imagine walking on with your friends and you fall into a manhole. Hey, where are you going?
Hey, what happened? I thought this was going well.
Is it me? Satan asked as I fell. I got out of the hole, and it was back in the pensive in Professor Trevelry's classroom. Dumbledum was there. Dumbledum, I think I just met you, I said.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Dumbledore said, trying to be all gothic. Sinister came in. Hey, this is my classroom. Wait, WTF, Enemy, what the hell are you doing? I looked at her. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Already? How long has it been? WTF, how? I screamed, forgetting she was a teacher for a second, but she's a goth, so it's okay. Professor Sinister looked sad. I was drinking Voldemort serum, which I don't even know what that is.
Oh, you know.
No, a truth serum or like
Voldemort serum takes a little while to get it out.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
She started to cry black tears of depression. I can do that.
As opposed to clear tears of depression.
Or tears of blood, which is just gothic.
Oh, brother.
Dumbledore didn't know about them. But the tears of depression? Good for him. Hey, that's you.
Hey, crying tears of blood?
Oh, so he knows about them. All right. He asked curiously, touching a tear. Fuck off, we both said, and Dumbledore took his hand away. Professor Sinister started crying again in her chair, sobbing limpid tears. Oh, MFG, Enemy, I think I'm addicted to Voldemort serum. Author's note. See you fucking preps, go fuck yourselves. That's serious issues too. 2-0 to hell. What are you laughing at?
This is a fucking train wreck.
Pretty much.
She goes back in time. The fact that it said, "Yeah, this is what we used to call it," went back before 10 years from now when they started calling it.
I think this is meant to be a clue that Voldemort knows something's up. That's what I think.
Brotherless, fatherless, sisterless cousin. Oh, man.
People in the chat seem to like this. And why are the emojis looking different? Is this a new thing? It's weird.
Are they? I can't tell. I'm not an emoji speaker. I don't speak that dumb language.
How has this not been optioned for a movie? Mark says she's the Romanian love interest for Snape. Tara? Yeah, I imagine so. We need Mr. Meeseeks to fix this.
Can do.
Lol, because no one wants to see Harry and Draco shag. Well, you'd be surprised. I don't know. There's Snape Hermione fan fiction out there. I know that for damn sure. Also, Dice, you mentioned the fanfic where the giant squid fucks the castle Hogwarts. I've read that. It's quite something.
Oh.
Maybe if we get to the end of this, we can maybe have to take a look at it.
A fucking squid fucks a castle?
Yeah, do you want to be the squid or the castle? While we read it.
Neither.
We're not role playing. All right. Yo CP, you see the Candyman trailer?
I have not.
That shit looks cocaine. That is, cocaine seems to be the new
cocaine's
buzzword.
good.
Yeah. What's a bad
until you have cocaine.
Yes. Mary Lou Retton could jump sexy. Who's that?
Oh, that's a good point, Mark. All right. Mary Lou Retton's Olympic jumper.
What, long jump? High
I don't
jump?
know. You know the thing where you go doo doo, and then you land on your feet and you go yeah.
Oh, okay. Acrobatics.
Sure.
Something? All right. So, next chapter. So, if you're talking about how can you be addicted to truth serum, let alone Voldemort serum, whatever that is.
That's that sweet nectar, I'm telling you.
Can you be addicted to telling the truth? Is that a...
Not in this country.
I'm going to blurt out uncomfortable truths in front of everyone. All right. Chapter 33, author's note. I said, shut up, it's not my fault, okay? If you don't like the story, then you're a prep, so fuck you, flamers. P.S. I'm not updating up till you give me 5 God reviews, and this time I meant it. You suck. Thanks, Raven, for the help. I'll promise to help you with your story, lols.
I don't know what makes me more disappointed in myself. The fact that if I did have money to shit away, I would actually contribute to this while it was being made, or...
I don't think there's money involved. I think she just wants people to write nice things.
Yeah, at this stage, if we were on a cliffhanger, I'd be like, "Here's $10, please keep going."
I know what you mean.
$10.
I'm still sorry that Raven's story didn't pick up.
Yeah,
I wonder what happened to that.
What I'm saying is that $10 could go towards, Jojo Rabbit, something I want.
I thought you were going to say a charity or something.
Oh, okay, yeah, that too. Whatever. Gotta make.
Would you consider putting money into like a cinematic adaptation of this? Is that something you'd want to see, or would they?
It depends. I mean,
like, you don't want to stick too close to the source material in a way.
There's a bunch of stuff on the internet where it seems like they all do something funny, but none of them do everything perfect, which is really kind of funny. All right, chapter 33.
It doesn't help that most of them don't have a... All right.
It's my fault.
Oh my fucking god, I shooted sadly. Should we get you to St. Manga's, bitch? I don't know what's funnier, St. Manga's or calling the teacher a bitch. Hell no, she said. Liggin eggergy.
Listen
eggergy. I need your help. Next Tim you go back in, Tim. Do you think you could ask Tom Anderson for some help?
Wait, when did she get back from the past?
When she fell in that hole and Voldemort said, hey, where are you going?
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay.
It's not very memorable. It's all right. But I don't know who Tom Anderson is now. Uh, Potions master back in the day. I don't know. Sure, I said sadly, and the speech marks don't end. But I'm just going to stop talking this way. I went outside the door. Draco was there. 111. He was wearing a big black GC t-shirt, which was his Panama's. That's amusing. Hey, sexy, I said.
Oh, how'd it go, Inabi?
He asked in
Oh,
his
what?
voice, which
How'd it go, Inabi?
I like that he stops being gay when he has to be
I
sexy.
can't lisp if I change the tone of my voice.
All right, so that's CP's fault. That's not to say that gay
Um,
people can't.
Yeah, this is poor lisping. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. He asked, in his voice was so sexy and low, kind of like Gerard Way when he's talking. When Gerard's talking. Fine, I responded.
Reponded.
We stared. Reponded, excuse me. I'm starting to glance over the misspelling. It's getting quite bad. Fine, I reponded. We started to go back into the dorm.
How far did you go with Satan?
How do you know he's Satan? Draco asked jealously. Not too far, lol, I balked.
Will you have to do it with him?
Draco asked angstily. I hope not too far. Sorry, I hope not too far, I shouted angrily. Then I felt bad for shooting at him. I said sorry. We Frenched. What happened to Snipe? I growled.
You will see.
Draco giggled mistressly. Mistressly.
The fuck is that possible?
He opened a door. Snap and Lumpkin was
Who the
there.
fuck is Lumpkin now?
Lupin, I guess? Sirius was pokering them by staging them with a black knife. That's you.
No, pulls. 11111.
Lumpkin bagged as Sirius started to suck his blood. I laughed statistically. There is no way you didn't do that on purpose. I'm sorry.
I'm laughing 4 chuckles a minute. Times 3 minutes, which means it's 12.
Oh no. Oh no. I took some photons of him and Snap being talked. Okay, I know this is men, but think about it, people. But think about it, people. They are pedos. Pedos. And Snap tried to rap them and new way sadist rock. Has anyone seen Shrek Attack 3 lols? Shrek Attack? What?
It's Shark Attack.
There's 3 of those?
I'm starting to speak fucking more.
Alright, anyway. We took some of Snipe's blood, then Draco and I went back to our rooms. What are you going to do with Snipe's blood? Whatever. We sat on my gothic black coffin. My clothes, like actual clothes,
Like garlic.
were kind of dritty, so I put on a black leather outfit thingy, kind of like the one Suline has in Andre World. If you haven't heard of it, then fuck you, 111. Suline?
I think her name is Celine.
Oh dear. You and E are nowhere near each other. Tara, no. No, Tara.
I can't fuck.
Hope Voldemort doesn't like bukkake, says Manhammer. So do I. So do I. Right, where were we? I put on some black platform high heels. Darko put on Desolation Livers by MCR. Livers? Are you sure? Lovers? I have a feeling it's Desolation Lovers or something. Den. Oh no, here comes some sex. We started to take of each other's clothes.
Clauses.
Clauses. We started to take of each other's closets. I talk off his shit. No. And he had a 6-pack. Lols. Lols?
What is funny about that?
Ha, you have abs. The funniest thing I've ever seen. We started. If you think that's funny, you should see my dick. We started to mac out like in The Grudge. What?
In The Grudge?
Who makes that in The Grudge?
Ah, you know what I love? That fucking making out scene in The Grudge.
I remember there was a character in one of the Grudge, or I think it was a Grudge movie. She was in a hotel and she thought her boyfriend was coming up under the covers, but he was still in the shower, and it turned out to be Sadako. I don't know. But that's still not making
We
out.
started
That's just,
to make out like in The Grudge.
Still not over that, are you?
Well, between that and Suline, yeah, it's
Manhammer, did you delete your comment about bukkake, because I can't see it anymore?
I hope Voldemort doesn't like bukkakes. Bookcakes.
Okay, we started to make out like in The Grudge. He put his wetness in my you-know-what sexily. I got an orgy. Well,
Wait, what? He put his wetness?
Yeah, I don't want to know. I really don't.
What is his wetness? If it were a he, I could understand what her wetness is.
Okay, I've read ahead. This doesn't make any sense. So she got an orgy. Oh, Draco! 111! Exclamation mark 1. Oh my fucking god, Draco! I screamed
Passively.
passively as he got an eructation.
Eructation?
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
After it went in. So you have to assume he's like shooting pool with a rope right now. Oh no. Oh, Tara slipped up. Okay, you got a line to read.
Oh. I love Epori.
That was your name, wasn't it, Tara? You put your name there, but did she misspell her own name so much that only part of it was fixed with find replace? I have to assume that's what's happening there. He whispered sexily, and then we fell asleep. Lol. Stop saying lol, please.
We slept.
We had sex, ruffle. Okay, chapter 34 of this note. Shut the fuck up, preps. Have you even read the story? You are probably all just preps and posers. So, fuck you. Thanks to Raven for the help. It's nice that she keeps crediting Raven. I'm surprised Raven hasn't inserted her own bits and pieces into these stories just for the fucking hell of it.
Raven, you need just a little bit less, but schooling. Just a little bit less than Tara here.
Yeah, get to year 11 before you write anything else.
Holy biznat. Go ahead.
I woke up in the coffin the next day. Draco was gone. I got up and put on a black tight sex dress that was all ripped at the end. There was red corset stuff going up the front and the back, and it came up to my knees. There was a slit in the dress, like in Mr. and Mrs. Okay, I kind of get what you're doing. I put on ripped black fishnets and black Stilton boots.
Boots.
And boot Stilton. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing. Stilton's a kind of cheese, in case you didn't know. Suddenly, dot 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 dot, Sorius cocked on the door. I hoped he
Oh,
didn't. I opened it.
that sounds like a cock. I better go get it.
Okay.
Oh wait, who am I now?
Yes,
Am,
Sorius.
okay.
Apparently,
Hi, I Bonnie.
he said.
Guess what you have to come to Professor Sinister's office.
Okay, I said in a depressed voice. I had wanted to fuck Draco, or maybe listen to MCR, or Evanescence. I came anyway. So, what the fuck happened to Snarp and Lupin? I asked Sorius flirtily.
I fucking tortured them.
Okay, try and read this now. He answered in a statistic way.
They are in Azkaban now, LOL.
They're in Azerbaijan. I laughed evilly. Where are Draco and Vampira? I muttered. Vampira like the horror host from way back? No! Oh no!
Who's sodomized so I know whose part to read?
It's still serious, I think.
Sodomized.
There is no way this is my purpose. There is no fucking way.
They are excused from school today.
Sodomized moaned sexily.
R-
Continue to moan.
right now, they are watching the Nightmare before Xmas.
That's racist. We went into the office. Professor Sinister was there. She was wearing a gothic black dress that was all ripped all over it, kind of like the one Amy Lee wears in this pic. And then, no link. She was drinking some Voldemort serum. She took out the pensive and the time toner. NB, you will have to do another session now. Also, I need you to get me the cure for being addicted. She said sadly. Good luck, thanks. And then I jumped into the Prinsiv again. Suddenly I looked around. I was in the Great Hall eating Count Chorkula. It was morning. Oh, that's sad.
Was she mourning the fact that Count Chorkula wasn't available anymore? Or?
Probably wasn't even available yet, yeah. I was sitting next to Satan. On a table was a tall gothic man, like that Halle Berry movie. Okay. With long black hair, pale skin like a bucket, and blue eyes, wearing a suit and black Cronvries shoes. He looked just like Charlie Manson. Oh no. Oh no. I noticed he was drinking a portent. Who's he? I asked.
Oh, that's Professor Slutborn.
Satan said.
He's
Slugborn, I imagine.
He's the portents teacher. Ebony?
Yeah, I asked.
Did
Okay.
you know that Marilyn Mason is playing in Hogsmeade tonight? And they are showing The Exercise at the movies before that?
Yeah.
Well, want to go to the contort and the movie with me?
Oh, the suspense. Chapter 35. Ghost of You. which I imagine is the title of another song that is gothic. Author's note. Thanks to Susie for the idea. You rock.
The character development in this is fucking aces. Aces.
The neighbors are yelling. Sorry, I got distracted.
Shocking.
You rock. Fuck off, preps. Thanks to Raven for the help. You rock, girl. I'm wondering what this idea from Susie is going to be. And I'm amazed that she has more than one friend. P.S. I'm going to end the story really soon, so fuck you. Oh yeah, and if you know any gothic names, please tell me, because I need one for serious. Thanks. Okay. I went into the conmen room thinking of Satan. Suddenly I gasped.
There's a whole room for
Draco
con men,
was
huh?
there. Oh, wait. Plot twist. Satan was there. I grasped.
Wait, Draco was there.
Yeah. I grasped. He looked as hot as ever, wearing black leather pants, a black Lonken Prack t-shirt. Oh no. Look how they massacred my boy. And black eyeliner. Draco, what the fuck are you doing? I gasped. Tara, really?
Huh?
He asked. Then I remembered. It wasn't Draco. It was Lucan. He still had 2 arms. What? When did he lose an arm? When did Lucian Malfoy lose an arm? Wait, his name isn't Lucian, is it? It's what is it?
I'm a better author than at least one person on this planet. That's all I need to know.
Okay. Oh, hi, Lucian, I said. I'm Ebony, the new student, lol. We shook hands.
Oh,
It
wait.
was all within the speech marks.
Yeah. Satan told me about you.
Lucian said. He pointed to a group of sexy gothic guys. They were sitting in a corner cutting. I thought that said knitting for a second, but of course they wouldn't.
Why would it be?
Each other or themselves? It was Sirius, excuse me, Vampire's dad, just Vampire's dad, and Snap. All of them were wearing black eyeliner and black good Shreloot band shirts, and this is a misspelling that I've seen before. Listen, I'm in a goth band with those guys, he said. That's
Yep.
yours.
We're playing tonight at the Marilyn Mason show as backup.
Orly, I asked.
Yeah.
Maybe that's supposed to be oh really, but whatever.
Well, yeah.
He said.
Oh, we're called X-Black X-Tier X. I play Gutter. Spartacus plays the drums.
Is that the new name for Sirius? The new goth name?
He is Spartacus.
No, he's Spartacus. No, he's Spartacus. He said, pointing to him.
Oh, Snap plays the boss, and Jameis plays the guitar. To even foe, we call him Samaro after Samara in the ring.
That must be the male version of Samara. Oh, Samaro. Yeah. Manly man. Hey, bastards, I told them. They gave me death's touch sin. Suddenly, I gasped again. But don't you have a lead singer? I asked. Lucian looked at Dawn sadly. She did what? Oh, okay.
Wait.
Okay. Read ahead.
I got lost.
Lucian looked at Dawn sadly.
Yeah, we uzzed too, but she did. She contempted suicide by silting her wrists.
Oh, thank you, Raiders AK. More Embo Brit face, less CP.
Yeah, that's why I got lost. I was making your face bigger so that
Why would you do
Well,
that? I'm not wearing
I
any
try to
makeup.
put as much as $5 worth. So
Hmm.
thank you, Felix.
Do I have to put on lipstick now? Should
No, I
I?
just wanted more of your face.
Okay. Is this emo erotica?
I don't.
Probably.
Oh,
They deserve better than this. There we go. Okay. Did the person write this while whacking it?
I
I mean,
to who or what? Why?
oh, from the ring. Okay. Uh, oh my fucking god, that's so fucking sad. I gasped.
Uh,
Oh no,
it's okay, but we need a new lead snigger.
lead snigger. Isn't that like a
That's offensive.
an Olympic thing? Samaro
Only we
said.
can call each other that.
Well, I said I'm in a banana myself.
Riley? Oh,
Yeah, asked Snap. I couldn't believe it. He used to be Gothic 111. Yeah, we're called Bloody Gothic Raw 666. Do you want to hear me sing?
yeah.
No, no, we don't want to hear you
Yes,
sing.
at everyone. Yeah, yeah.
Did you sound exactly like Joel Madden? So, so the guys took out their guitars. They began to play a song by, get it, because by guys are so sexy, Gurn Day. I walked this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams. I sang sexily. I do not own the lyrics to that song. Everyone gasped.
Because those aren't the lyrics, or
They might as well
oh,
not be.
Enop B. Will oo join the band? Pulls one.
Begged Lucian, Samaro, Sirius, and Snap. These just sound like breakfast cereal mascots.
Lucian, Samaro, Sirius, and Snap. Part of this balanced breakfast.
Mm. Yeah, who wants a nice, delicious bowl of emos? Anyway. Okay, I shrugged. Are we going to play tonight?
Yeah.
They said. Okay, I said, but I knew that I had to get a new outfit.
Oh,
What if a hole opens up and swallows you before? Oh, okay, anyway. I walked outside wondering how I could go forward in time. Wait, Ebony. All you have to do is wait. Suddenly, someone jumped in front of me. It was Morty McFly.
what?
I don't know. Good thing he's here. Now we can go forward in
This
time.
literally is. This is Ready Player One.
Is this like you asked to go forward in time and Morty McFly is just summoned instantly? He was wearing a black Bonad t-shirt and black baggy. Can we have one character who's cool who isn't
Wait
gothic?
a minute. Are you telling me that I'm now gothic? Heavy.
Can you imagine, Doc Brown with his hair but black?
Inabi, it's your family. We've got to do something about your family.
We got to do something about your writing, Jesus.
Oh wait. Oh wait. What the hell are you doing here? I will help you go forward. In Tim, Inabi is Tim. In Tim.
Aoi. He said seriously, not to be confused with the character. Then he took out a black Tim machine. He took out a black Tim machine? I'm pretty sure they're car-sized where he comes from.
He's got a DeLorean.
Yeah. I went into it and suddenly I was forward in Tim.
White Tim.
Again, you could have just waited until that evening, eaten some more cereal. Okay. And it's not a new chapter, but there's some X's to break it up.
Chocolate covered posers. No, yeah. Chapter 36.
Sorry, okay. Chapter 36. Author's note. I said, stop flaming, okay? 11111111. I bet you are Al Prolly. Who's Al Prolly? Old 70-year-olds. P.S. Porter's you're a prep. Oh, yeah, and thanks to Raven for the help. Have fun in England, girl. Okay. Right. Chapter 36. I looked around in a depressed way. Suddenly, I saw Professor Sinister, Bloody Mary, Socrates, and Draco, Vampire, and Willow were there too.
We're there. It was theirs.
OMFG, OMFG, Sorius. I saw you and Samaro and Snip and everyone. I can't believe Snap used to be gothic,
Yeah, I know.
Sirius said sadly. Oh, hi there, bitch, Professor Trevelry said in an emo voice, drinking some Volsamort
Oh,
Serum.
that's that jump off right there.
That's what you want.
It's
It's
but
cocaine
it's
and it's
but
also
it's
semen.
addictive.
Ah, Fuka, I said. Listen, Satan asked me out to a gothic cornet. Just one cornetto and a movie, so I need a sexy new outfit for the date. Well, everything you have is
Wait,
sexy
isn't
already.
she in the future right now?
Yeah, a little too far in the future, I guess. Where's Marty McFly? Okay, so I need a sexy new outfit for the date. Also, I'm playing in a gothic band, so I need an outfit for that too. So I need an outfit for that too. Why? Couldn't you use the same sexy outfit to play in the band? I'm
But I thought
confused.
the band thing was in the past and it was tonight back then.
It was slightly in the future relative to where she was in the past. I don't think she wanted to go home before she went to the concert. But whatever. Okay. Oh, my Satan! Get it, lol, 'cause she's gothic. Gasped Bloody Mary. Want to go to Hot Topic to shop for your outfit? OMFS, let's have a... Oh, yeah. OMFS, let's have a group cutting session,
No,
said Professor Trevelry.
no, it's the future.
let's not.
All hot topics are now Taco Bell. Sorry.
I can't fucking wait for that, but we need to get some stuff first, said Willow. Draco.
Yeah, we need some portions for Professor Trevelry so she won't be addicted to Volxamortserum anymore, and also some love potion for Inabi.
Darko said resultantly. Whatever that means. I don't think there's much in the chat. Skalder says ELO,
Hello, Sculder.
like Electric Light
No,
Orchestra.
like hello.
Well, we have potions class now, Willow said, so let's go. But with no speech marks. We went sexily to potions class, but Snap wasn't there. Instead, there was Cornelio Fuck.
The long ellipsis for Cornelio. Fuck.
Okay, but at least he's a dude at this point. Your lines.
Hey, where the fuck is Dumbledore 111?
Draco shouted angrily.
Is now it's
It's Cornelia, so okay. STFU, shooted Cornelia Fuck. He is an Azerbaijan now. With Snipe and Lupin, he is old and weak. He has cancer with a K. Now do your work. He has cancer. And he went to Azkaban for it? I don't understand. That's not where you go. Okay. It's not like a prison offense. My friends and I talked angrily.
Can you believe Snap used to be Gothic one?
Vampire asked, surprised. Really hung up on that, aren't they? And Cornelio's a dude again.
That's it, 1-1.
Cornelio Fuck shooted angrily.
I'm getting Professor Bridge 111.
He stomped out angrily, as previously indicated. Me friends and I began talking again. I began to drink some blode mixed with beer. Oh, getting out alcohol now. Suddenly I saw Hagrid in the cupboard. WTF is he doing? I asked. Then I looked at Draco. He was wearing tons of eyeliner, and he looked sexier than ever. Suddenly,
Oh. Hargriff, woot the folk are doing one.
sorry, I just read the chat. He shooted. I looked around. Hagrid was putting something in my glass of blood. Darko and Vampire started to beat him up sexually. I think maybe she thinks it means something else at
I
this point.
hope so.
God, you're such a poser! I shooted at Hagrid. Suddenly I looked what he was putting into blood. It was amnesia
Oh
potion.
no.
Yeah, it's just that bad. Chapter 37, author's note. Okay, everybody, I'm going on vacation on the 1st of July, so I'm either going to end the fic or update it next week's. Fangs. Oh, yeah, and Preb, stop flaming the story. Raven, thanks for the help. See your girl after vacation. 1-1. Okay, Darko's point of view, lol. Do you want to read the text?
Vampire and I chained Hagrid to the floor.
Oh, my fucking Satan!
Annabee said she was so hot.
Maybe I could use amnesia potion to make Satan fall in love with me faster.
But so sexy and wonderful and anyway, Tata, said Vampire. Why would you need it?
Again, spelled her name so badly wrong that he didn't, autocorrect didn't pick up on it. Find replay, whatever. Who cares? No one. Why would you need to make everything go faster?
Said Inabi.
Lol.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you won't have to do it with him or anything, will you? I asked jocosely.
OMFG, you guys are so scary.
Said Brittany, a fucking prep.
Shut the fuck up.
Said Willow. Okay, well, anyway, let's go to Professor Trevelry's room. Draco Ebori and I went to Professor Sinator's room. But Professor Sinister wasn't there. Instead, Tom Ridd was. Oh, hi, fuckers, he said. Listen, I got some cool new clothes. I took out the clothes from the bag. It was gothic black leather miniskirt that said 666 on the back. Back Stilton.
Wait a minute.
What?
Draco's going to talk in a second. So have we switched whose view it was? I think we have. Okay. I took out the clothes from the bag. It was a gothic black leather miniskirt that said 666 on the back. Black Stilton boots. Blood red fishnets and a black corset. OMFG, fangs, I said, hugging him in a gothic way. I took the clothes in the bag.
Yeah, okay, Professor Sinister. Isn't her... What the fuck should we do?
Asked Draco. Suddenly he looked at a sign on the black wall. Oh, my fucking Satan, I screamed as I read it. On it said, everyone, Professor Sinister is away. She is too gothic. She is in Azerbaijan now. Classes shall be taught by Dubledork, who is back, but he shall not be principal for now. Sincerely, Professor Rumbridge. OMFG, I shouted angrily. How could they do that? Suddenly, Dumbledore came.
Oh.
And that's you.
What the hell are dong in my office? One.
I thought that said orifice. He began to shoot angrily. Suddenly, I saw Morty McFly's black tim machine.
Black?
It's just occurred to me that probably Morty McFly was her friend's idea from several chapters ago. She's like, I need a way to hop around forwards as well as backwards. How can we do that? Oh, I know. I just watched a movie that was good that you can ruin with your.
His time machine is over.
I jumped seductively into it, leaving Draco and Vampire, who have become just non-characters at this point. Suddenly, I was back in Tim. I looked around. It was Professor Slutborn's Ephes. I sneaked around. Everything suddenly. I saw a amnesia potion on his desk. It was black with blood red pentagrams in it, just floating in the potion. Okay, it was the shape of a cross, which you can't touch because you're a vampire. I put it in my bouquet. Suddenly, the door opened. It was Professor Slutgorn instead of Slut. Excuse me. Okay, your line.
OMG, what er doing, fucker?
OMG, what doing? He shouted angrily. I don't know, what the fuck are you doing? I shouted angrily.
Except she types the word in regular and the description in capital. I shouted angrily.
Yeah, I don't think I can shout because the neighbors
it's okay.
Banging broomsticks on their ceilings.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I was looking around cause I thought it was class.
You said, finally. We're in the fanfic now. Yay. I hope we get a gothic name. You said, finally hoping he couldn't see the potion in your pocket. What? Oh, it continues this way for quite a while. Okay, your line.
Okay, you can go now.
Said Professor Slutborn. You went to the conmen room after putting on my clothes. Silas, Samaro, and Snape, who's Silas, were there practicing Vampires Will Never Hurt You by MCR. I forgot how to words.
Yeah, that's common. Reading enough of this.
Okay. Oh, hi, you guys, I said seductively. Where's Satan?
Oh, he's coming.
Sorry, I'm being childish. Said serious.
BTW, you can call me Hades now.
Hades. I'm going to pronounce it that way. Suddenly, Satan came. He was wearing a smexy... Oh, no. Remember when people said smexy?
No.
Black leather Jackson, as opposed to jacket. No, it's a Jackson. Black Congress shoes and a Slipknot t-shirt and a black tie. Okay, I will see you guys at the concert, I said, and then I went with Satan. Chapter 38. And I feel like we're halfway down the page. I don't know how much is left of this story.
There's six chapters left.
Oh, okay. Chapter 38. Author's note. What does everyone think if I end a story and then I add some more to it after vocation? Oh, yeah, and prep stop flaming if you do not like the story. Then take my quiz, okay? Then you will see if you are gothic or not.
Every single author's note in every chapter is stop flaming. Like,
they're never going to stop flaming. I think you should embrace it, Tara. I think.
What's frightening is whoever wrote this is probably, either has children or is
very possibly
old enough to do something in this world, and that.
Mm-hmm. I was looking something up. Apparently, someone came forward claiming to be the person who wrote this, and had quite a bit of evidence to suggest they did, but it didn't pan out. But enough of the internet was convinced for a while that it was quite big news. If I can find out what the hell went on there, I'll link you to it. But anyway, I mean, who wouldn't want to be Tara? Who wouldn't want to accept the blame? What's a nice word for blame?
Bud Dwyer.
Yeah, okay. So Satan and I walked to his car. It was a black car with pentagrams all over it. Was it covered in potion? On the license plate said 666, just like Draco's car. Ooh, I wonder.
That's going to cause an issue in the DMV.
I went into it seductively. Stan started to drive it. Dear Slim, I wrote you for 2 weeks and you still ain't calling. We talked about Satanism, lol, because he was named after Satan. Cutting, music, and being gothic. Okay, your line.
Oh my Satan, Gerard is so fucking hot. 11.
Voldemort agreed as we smoked some weed. Cause bi guys are hot, they are so sensitive. I love them, lol. Goes fucks a bi guy. Goes, wait, what? Is she saying go fuck a bi guy, or has she gone to fuck a bi guy and she's saying it?
Or as she's saying it, she's fucking a bi guy.
That's impressive. Lol, I totally decided not to commit suicide when I heard Helena. I said in a flirty voice. Hey, Satan, do you know the cure for when people are addicted to Voldemort's serum? Sorry, serum,
Well,
he thought.
I think I have to drink vampire blood.
Suddenly, Voldemort parked the car behind a black movie theater. Satan and I walked outside. We went into the movie
Tether.
Sorry, Tether, that's right. Where they were showing The Exorcist. That's better than exercise. In it, a boy and a girl were doing it. Suddenly, a serial killer came. Lol. That's not how the movie goes.
Are we talking about Count Chocula again?
And a serial killer came. Lol. Satan and I laughed at the blood because we're sadists. While Satan was watching the movie, I had an idea. I took Satan's gothic Black Nightmare Before Christmas cigar, sexily from his pocket, and put some amnesia potion in it. He's going to notice. I put it back in his black Emil the Strange bag. Satan turned around and started to smoke it. I guarantee, Annabeth, you've ruined that cigar forever. At least let it dry out. Black clouds with red pentagrams in them started to fly around everywhere.
OMG 111.
Oh no, Satan said, jumping up. I gasped because I was afraid he'd noticed.
And Nobby, guess what?
I knew that the amnesia had worked. Still your line.
Amnesia potion has not been invented yet, so it will not work.
He said,
Too bad, because I wanted to use some on you.
that's rapey. First of all. Second, hasn't been invented yet. Well, America wasn't always discovered, but I'm pretty sure people lived there.
Oh, man, flying cars. It's a shame because I wanted to drive one.
Yeah, that's a good point, yeah. Cool. I raised my eye suggestingly. You raised your eye? Oh, no, don't do that. And then he took off my clothes sexily, and we started to make out. I took off his shit. He had sex pack, lol, just like Gerard Way. We Frenched. Excuse me, but you're going to have to leave, shooted the lady behind us. She was a prep. Let's let CP recover for a second.
This is awful.
I know. Gelford's dog says, silly me, I've spent the last hour listening to Stephen Fry read Prisoner of Azkaban and was missing out on this. How long have you been at it?
About an hour.
I'm not sure.
We're almost over.
We're on chapter
We're almost over.
36, I believe. Yeah, go back to what you were doing. Honestly, you'll have a better time. Fuck you, I said. Suddenly, I attacked her, soaking all her blood. No, she screamed. All the preps in the theater screamed, but everyone else crapped because Satan and I looked so cute together. Satan and I started to walk outside, leaving the car where it was.
Zomg! How did you do that?
Voldemort asked in a turned-on voice. I'm a vampire, I said as we went into the car. But you were just in the car, weren't you? Didn't you just drive to the movie theater?
Seriously?
He gasped. Yeah, seriously, I said, drinking some beer that I'd had. Satan started to drive the car. I smiled happily.
It's Too bad we didn't get to see the rest of the movie, don't you think?
Yeah, I said as we kized passively. Satan parked in a black driveway next to the place where Draco and I had watched GC for the first time in the future. We went inside where when Marilyn Mason was playing and started to mosh, lol.
Anti-people now who've gone too far. Jeus Chris superstar.
Screamed Marlin on the stage. Like Nemo's dad? We did the devil fingers. This?
Yeah.
I started to dance really close to Satan. He was so Smeksay one. He looked at me all emo with his gothic red eyes, and he looked exactly like Mikey Way. So she's starting to embrace the emo-ness a little bit. I almost got an orgasm. Suddenly, Marilyn Mason stopped singing.
Oh, I would like to peasant.
That one got me.
X
Sorry.
Black Tear X 1-1.
Wait, excuse me. I thought they were opening for Marlon Mason. I thought
Emily, really? With the logic.
He said. I ran on stage. Lucian, Samaro, Snap, and Hades were there. Sorry, Hades were there. They started to play their instruments. I got on stag. Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. I sang. I did not own the... Good Lord, how do you say that? I do not own the lyrics to that song. My voice sounded like a pentagram between Amy Lee and a girl version of Gerard Way. Instead of a cross, get it?
Because she's gothic.
Yeah. And a girl version of Gerard Way. Everyone clapped. At least they didn't crap. Satan got an erectation again. Is this in your autocorrect now? Erectation, all right. I'm not okay, I sang, finale. Suddenly Lucian started playing Das Song Wrong by mistake.
OMFG.
Yielded James.
What the fuck?
Whoops, I'm sorry, said Lucian. That's my fault.
You fucking asshole.
I think it's Ashhole.
Yeah, Ashhole, sure.
James shouted angrily. I think shouted implies angrily, Tara. Nitpicking, but all right.
Oh, you guys are such preps, 11.
Snap said.
Come on, it was a mistake.
Come on, Eileen. You again.
Yeah, it's not his fault, 11.
Said Sirius.
No, he ruined the fucking song.
Yelled Samaro. You guys stop, 11. I shitowed angrily. But it was too late. They all began to fight. Suddenly, Samaro took out his knife.
OMFG, no, 11.
Oh, shouted Lucan, but it was too late. James tried to shoot off his arm with a knife. That's not going to work. Unless it's the knife from that one episode of... what's the name of that anime with the girl with the talking motorcycle?
I have no idea.
She pulls out a knife to defend herself, but it turns out to be a gun and she shoots people. That's the only circumstance under which this is acceptable.
Can you please get to the next line?
And then I jumped sexily in front of the bullet.
More sexy jumping.
Bullet. Yep.
Maybe it was.
Did you have a nip slip?
Maybe it was one of those World War I with a bayonet. No, 111.
Yielded everyone, but it was too late. Suddenly, everything went black. Chapter 39. I am a trolling genius. Lols. Okay. Disclaimer, I do not own the HP series and I am not the real Bloody Wrist 666.
What does that mean?
It means either someone's hacked her account or she's pretending to have hacked her own account. Author's note, I am an extremely immature, pathetic idiot girl, I know. Out of boredom, I cracked this girl's passy for fun, and it took less than 8 minutes to do it, too. And will probably get in a shitload of trouble, which I probably deserve, because I'm being a troll right now. Meh. And I present to you my crappy part in this story, and take note, I haven't even finished reading this fic yet, but instead skip over to skim chapter 38. Flame, laugh, do whatever you want, preps. I, the American retail-wearing British vampire Sue, coughed up blood. Satan kneeled down beside me. You know what? I believe it, because now the spelling and grammar is pretty much solid. All right, so Satan kneeled down beside me. That's you.
No, don't die.
I gave him a rueful smile. I'm sorry, it's something I had to do to fulfill my duty as the noble Gothic Mary Sue. Satan sobbed.
I love you, Ebony.
He sounds like he cares. I love you too. I'll see you in hell, I mumbled, already finding my surroundings fading to black. Bloody Mary Smith suddenly popped into the room for no apparent reason. Is this going to stop being funny?
Yeah, suddenly this is just... I don't know.
All right, well, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
She frowned when she realized the room was oddly quiet, but at the sight of Ebony's lifeless body, she screamed. Her face became pale with horror. She screamed for the healers, Dumbledore, McGoogle, and every single Gothic person she could think of. All right, that's quite funny. Suddenly, a glow started to surround the body of Ebony. Everyone stared in shock. Her body started to lift ever so slowly, and then, to everyone's shock, it started to incinerate. When everyone realized what was happening, they rushed over to try to rescue the body, but it was too late. The Sue became nothing more than a pile of ashes. A loud resounding of everyone bellowing, no, filled the room. A flash of white light from the ashes then started to bounce around the room. Everyone cowered in fear and were temporarily blinded. When it was all over, things changed. All the silly goth clothes dropped from everyone's bodies. Author's note, I will refuse to explain how the hell that happened. And in their place, clothes that the characters would normally wear in canon appeared on their bodies. When everyone got over the shock of becoming free of the Gothic power, and that is spelled weirdly, everybody cheered. Everyone started singing, Ding Dong, the Sue is dead. Well, that is until all the HB characters realized the true implications of becoming more canon-like again. All the characters who were supposed to be dead fell to the floor, their bodies cold and lifeless. Harry and Voldemort started dueling. On the left side of the two, the battle of the light side and the dark side were reaching a climax. And because the replacement author also likes to screw around with canon, Draco and Hermione fled the scene and got married. Meanwhile, down in hell, Ebony shed a single tear because of her current situation, a situation that would live on for all eternity, or at least until the end of fanfiction time. She lost it all, but she knew she had to remain strong. Nothing would ever break her down. She looked down over her pale body and frowned. Where are my emo clothes? She asked herself in confusion. And then it occurred to her. For her shirt, she was wearing a bright pink polo with a little seagull on the right or left, I can't remember, side. Below that, she was wearing a denim miniskirt with the destroyed look on it. Paired underneath that skirt were leggings with a little moose at the bottom. And then, yeah, I get it, horsey type clothing. And then Ebony realized on her shoulder she was carrying a pretty bag with an eagle on it that said, Live your life, written all over the bag. Ebony suppressed the urge to scream. Here she was, decked out in clothes prep to the extreme, wearing stuff from Abercrombie and Fitch, American Eagle, and Hollister, which I have never heard of in my life. Panicked, Ebony hastily tried to take off the Hollister polo, but underneath it there was another Hollister polo underneath. Ebony frowned and looked under her shirt. All she saw was a bra underneath. Dare I point out it's from the Airy line available at American Eagle? Okay. Ebony tried to remove the shirt again, but to her frustration there was yet another polo to replace it. This is illogical and does not make any sense, Ebony bellowed out to the air. She failed to see the irony in her statement, how hypocritical her words were, seeing as she was practically calling the kettle black here. Ebony slit her wrists and mumbled to herself, Oh my god. End crap fic. Author's note. Oh yeah, if you want to see the original content this chick had planned for this chapter, I accessed it through the document manager thingy, which I copied and pasted so you can read it here. Author's note. STFU preps, get a lift, you suck. Oh, and form now. I'll be in vacation in England until like August, so I won't be able to update for a while, lols. Thanks to everyone who reviewed, expector preps who flammed. Fuck you, MCR rule 666111. Is 111 just another Gothic number then? I'm wondering.
It's trying to hold exclamation.
Well, I'm joking.
Right, I see. I fell for that one.
Okay. I'm glad we persevered because there's going to be more. Okay. I woke up in Danos's O-face on a special Gothic coffin. That was nice of her. Hagrid was into bed opposite me in a comma because Vampire and Draco had bet him up. Mr. Norris was cleaning the room. Oh my Satan, what happened? I screamed. Suddenly Voldemort came. He looked less mean than usual. Get the fuck out, you fucking bastard, I yielded.
Thou hast not killed vampire yet, 11.
He said angrily. Suddenly he started to cry tears of blood, all selective. Voldemort? OMFG, what's wrong? I asked. Suddenly, Lucian, Professor Sinister, and Sirius came. Bloody Mary and Vampire were with them. Everyone was holding black boxes. I thought that said black boxes, like
on the hillside.
Voldemort disappeared, I guess.
OMFG, Inabi, are alive, 111.
Screamed Vampire. I hugged him and Bloody Mary. What the fuck happened? I asked them. Oh my Satan, am I dead now? I gasped.
Inabi, you were almost shot.
Said Sirius. He has no idea.
But the ballet could not kill oo since oo were from another time.
Oh, in the same way that if something hasn't been invented, it won't work.
Oh.
Also, isn't she a vampire? Why would the bullet work anyway?
But fangs anyway.
Said Lucian, holding Oot his arm. I gasped. He had 2 arms. Oh, gee, I can't believe Vampire's dad shot you. I gasped.
Well, to be honest, Snap was possessed by Snap back then.
Said James.
Oh, yeah, he was a spy.
Oh my god, the chat's been really going. I hate the stigma around slutborns. They can't help it. How does one hug gothically? I'm just reading this through. There's an awful lot of shooting for this not to be a gangbang. Ballistic knife, maybe? Never mind, I shouldn't try. I read ahead and thought, crack this girl's passy was another misspelling. Oh yeah, God, that could have been a lot worse. I hate when I get attached to an author and they go and hire a ghostwriter. So should the title for the new Spider-Man be Spider-Man, I Want to Go Home? She almost had an organism. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Wrong tab, excuse me. All right. Sirius said sadly.
He was really a death dealer. Oh. And he was such a fucking poser too, 1-1.
Said Lucian.
He didn't even really know who GC were until I told him.
Well, anyway, everyone tarted to give me presents. I was opening a black box with red 666s. There was a DVD of Corpse Bride in it. Good movie. On it when I gasped. Mr. Norris looked up angrily because he hated goths with an H. With an 8. H. Whatever. There's H's. Hey, has anyone seen fucking... Fuck it. Hey, has anyone fucking seen Draco? I asked Gothic Callie. No, Draco told me he would be watching Hose of Wax. Said Professor Trevelry. He doesn't know that you're better. Anyway, better as in well again, or better as in better than the movie? Better than these hoes. Anyway, Denor said you could get up. Come on, Eileen. I got up suicidally. Why get up at all? Honestly, if you're
Getting up suicidally. All right.
like, there's a bridge there. Okay. Lucian, Sirius, and Professor Sinister left. I was wearing a black leather nightgown. What? Nightgown? Under that, I had on a sexy black leather bra trimmed with black lace with a matching thong that said Gothic Girl on the butt. Thongs don't have a butt. And sexy fishnets. And sexy fishnets that Kind hooked onto my thong. If you don't get that idea, massage me, I'll tell you. I don't want to massage you. I put on a black fishnet top under a black MCR t-shirt. What? Black leather mini with black lace and Congress shoes. I left the hospital's wings with Bloody Mary, Willow, and Vampire. OMFG, let's celebrate, gasped Willow.
We can go see Hose of Wax with Draco,
giggled Vampire. Let's go listen to GC and cut ourselves, 66611, said Hermione. We opened the conmen room door sexily, and then I gasped. Draco was there doing it with Snap. He was wearing a black t-shirt with 666 on the front and baggy jeans. He was fully dressed. Okay.
You
have sex.
Fucking prep.
We all yielded angrily.
Yeah, betrayed us, 111.
Shooted Vampire angrily as he took out his black gun.
No, don't understand one.
Screamed Draco sadly as he took his thingy out of Snake's. That's not... it's so hot when black guys put their penises inside.
Are they docking?
Maybe. I mean, you don't need to take off your clothes for that.
Yeah, you just pull the zipper down for a little dockage.
Okay, it makes sense. I'm dying to hear Draco's explanation, to be honest. No shit, you fucking suck, you preppy bastard, said Willow, trying to attack him. You rock, girl. Oh, yeah, this is her friend, right? I ran suicidally to my room. I sexily took a steak out. Now I'm hungry. And it's your line.
Inabi, no, 11111.
Pete says it's a really big thong. That explains it. Sadly, there is probably a porno called Hose of Wax. Probably, yeah. I kind of want to watch it. Screamed Draco, but it was too late. I had slit my wrists with it. Suddenly everything went black again. Sincerely, an anonymous author who will silently not reveal her identity because she's a coward. AKA just a troll with rocks for brains. Chapter 40. Lol, someone has taken my account over. The idiot's note. Well, this was in the dock area. Might as well let the whole world see what the real Tara wanted to show us. Have a nice day. Author's note. Shut the fuck up, preps. Get a lift. You suck. Oh, and from now on, I'll be on vacation in England until this is the same one as before. And I think this is the same chapter as before, so I'm going to scroll down.
Yeah.
Yeah, same chapter as before.
Chapter 41.
Okay, I guess she updated it. So here's chapter 41. Author's note, and it's a long one. To everyone who keeps flaming this git slip, I bet you probably wouldn't know who Gerard Way is. You probably all preps and poses. Anyway, someone hacked into my account in November and they put up my last chapter, but now there is a new one. I'm sorry, and I'm leaving it. I'm sorry for not updating G for a while, but I've been really busy. I'm trying to finish the story before the new movie comes out. I'm going on vacation for a month. I won't be back until about 2 weeks. OMFG Draco is still hot in all the pics for the new movie. Wanted them to put a cameo by Gerard Way. Lol, he should play Draco. If you flame, I'll slit my wrists. Raven, you rock girl, have fun in England.
Can you hold the fort down and just talk to the chat while I use the facilities?
Certainly I can. Okay, Scolder says, shit, got to go to work. Have to watch the ending later. Yeah, I recommend, we were a bit unsure for a while because obviously there was a troll writing his or her own. I think it's a she. His or her own stuff in there, which was turning out to be less funny. But I think Ebony is continuing to write, and to be honest, I'm surprised she left the troll chapter in. This bitch fades to black more often than I go to sleep. That's likely. She's a changeling, says Mark. Very possibly. Galford's dog. Is it ad that want to see the writers do a James Bond pastiche? No, I don't think it's too bad. I'm wondering, like, what that would even sound like. But yeah, that's not a bad thing to wish for, I suppose. So yeah, I don't know what to say now that Charles isn't here. So, how about them sports, huh? The hockey game this evening, they certainly beat the opponent soundly in the skirmish. Yeah, so I've not read this far before. I think I got up to the part where we met Tom Bombadil for the first time. And I recommend, so okay, there's a couple of dramatic readings on YouTube. There's one in particular where this guy, he does a really good job. He reads dramatically. There's pictures illustrating kind of what's going on. There's music from the movie, which feels kind of cursed because it shouldn't be anywhere near this. But yeah, the actual quality John Williams, I think, score, overlaying the fanfic is really something. So I would recommend that. If I can find out who this person is, I would recommend listening to them. My Immortal dramatic reading. Yeah, so this would be Terpogo, as in Tehpogo. I would recommend, and unfortunately, I don't think they got past a certain point with the fanfic, but still pretty good. Yeah, if they updated, then I would definitely. Where is Charles? Charles, come back so I can stop boring people. Is he raiding the fridge? He's raiding the fridge, isn't he? I'm kind of hungry. At some point, I'll go and get pizza rolls. Thoughts on the new Candyman? Haven't seen it yet. We did see a movie the other day, which we're not allowed to talk about because it was an extremely early screening of something, but that was definitely something. I still haven't mastered sexy jumping like our main girl. It disappoints me. Well, just keep at it. Practice makes perfect.
What about?
Until I see the entire movie, I'm a little on the fence about it. Oh, the Candyman? Yeah. Golford's dog. You're one of those people that becomes awkward when their spouse walks off. So, sometimes.
Me? What? Who?
I struggle to hold a stream on my own. If you go to any of my streams on my channel, you'll realize that. She's jumping back, and all the boys don't know how to act. Are those lyrics? They sound like lyrics. Oh yeah, she's jumping back. Yeah, and all the boys don't know how to act. Okay.
Hi, I'm here. Remember me?
Charles is bringing himself back.
Yeah.
And where were we? We just finished the
author's
note, I guess. Okay, so onto the chapter proper. When I woke up, I was in a strange room. I looked around. I was wearing the same outfit I had when is performed with Black Tears, which I'm just going to say like that because it's a pain otherwise. I looked around confusedly. Not a word. I was in Norse's office, but it looked different. On the wall was a picture of Mardlion Munson. That pained me to read that. Just imagine that he is an 80s gothic band too, okay? Because he is more old than Panic at the Disco. Panic at the Disco or MCR. Good lord. There was also a gothic black Beatles calendar with a picture of the Beatles wearing eyeliner and black clothes. On it said 1980. Because of course. OMFG, I'm back in Tim again, I screamed loudly. Suddenly Satan, this is actually Voldemort for photo reference. Yeah, we know. Voldemort was wearing a black leather Jackson, black tight jeans, and fishnet pants. He looked so sexy, I almost had an orgy. With who? There's only him there.
The Beatles in 1980. I think what's his face was killed in 1980, and the Beatles were absolutely split up by then.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't
Not,
you, if someone had
not
died?
that. No, the Beatles were split up long before, because Paul McCartney was in Wings at that point. Fuck it. Why would this person even? What am I doing?
Yeah, they weren't even a thought in 1980.
OMFG Inabi are oo okay.
He asked gothically. Yeah, I'm okay for your information, I snapped sexily. OMG, am I dead? Because I remembered I had jumped in front of the bullet from James Gunn. Like James from the fucking Silence of the Lambs.
James Gumb.
Yeah. I also remembered seeing, or just sing, Draco doing it with Snape. Snap. I guessed that when I had slit my wrists, I had went back in Tim instead of dying. I know I would go forward in time if I found a time toner or the Tim machine. You spelled time wrong in the same sentence you said Tim. Tara.
No, we're not dead.
Satan reassured suicidally as he smoked a cigarette sexily, and smoke came all over his face.
Oh.
Wow.
You're a
Okay.
vampire, so you can't die from a bullet. Come on now.
Called it.
Let's go see how Harry's dad is doing. Harry.
Harry's dad. Harry hasn't. Harry doesn't exist. I knew that the real reason I didn't die from da ballet was because I was from the future. If you say so. I mean, you already said you could only kill a vampire with a cross or a stake. But okay. WTF? James almost shot Lucius, I said indigoly. What?
I don't even know what she was trying to say.
Me neither, mate. Good lord. I knew that James had really been possessed. He was been possessed. But I didn't want him to know I knew.
Yeah, I know, but he had a headache. He was under a lot of stress.
Satan reasoned evilly. You know who else has had a headache?
Mm.
Dumbledore, who is young and hip looking in this time period. I don't know. I guess that's okay, I said, because James hadn't really shot Lucian. Also, I knew that Lucian would now have 2 arms instead of 1. I walked seductively outside with Satan. Suddenly, I saw a totally sexy gothic bi guy. You can't know from looking. I know bisexuals are very cool, but you generally can't tell just
You
from
can
looking.
tell with if you have Bidar.
Oh yeah, like you did way back when. I'll persevere with this one. I know. He had black blonde hair with black streaks up to his ears, and he was wearing gothic black eyeliner, like iCarly, a black Green Day shirt. It showed Billy Joel with bald hair since it was the 80s. Black Congress shoes and black baggy pants. He walked in all sexily, like Jared Way, in the video for I Don't 3 You Like I Did Yesterday. Was that supposed to be less than 3 for the heart symbol?
I don't know. My
Like I did
I'm
yesterday.
starting to smell toast.
Oh, I want some toast now. Fuck it. I'm really, really hungry. And you could see a black tear on his face, like the woman in that video.
Hey,
He said all quietly and gothically. Who the fuck is that? I asked angrily, because I did not know him.
oh,
Oh no. No, 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 no,
this
no, no.
is Hedwig.
No, said Foxy Mort.
He used to be an X-Black X tier X2, but he had to drop out cause he
Because he's a fucking owl.
broke his arm.
I'm gonna burst. How do you write Hedwig into a story as a hot bi guy? I don't. Oh no. Okay. Hey, Hedwig, I said seductively, even though I was not trying to be.
Lol. Hi, Inabi.
You pronounced it wrong. It's who. He answered, but then he ran away because he had hair of magical creature. He had feathers. He was humming "Welcome to the Black Parade" under his breath. I know that is not 80s, but pretend it is, okay? Right, what does the chat make of this?
What does anything even matter at this point? Listen, it's 80s because I want it to be 80s, but in my world, things from 2010 exist.
I've lost the world to live. Okay. Bye, I said all sexily.
Oh, that was Hedwig. He used to be my
An owl.
boyfriend, but we broke up.
Satan said sadly, looking at his black nails. OMFG, I can get you back together, I said, fingering something I didn't know was in my pocket.
Whoa.
A black coot is what we aimed for, Cydio iPod, that I could take videos with. Oh, the technology back then. I forgot about video iPods, that you could play your little MP4. I used to have one. I played like Tom's Tales of Brilliant, like the guys who made Ed's World also made their own animations, and I thought it was funny, so I put it on my iPod.
Did you manage to coot it into a pocket?
Does anyone else know about them? They kick ass. Well, okay, finally we agree. I think it's your line.
Okay, you can forget about class for now, Hedwig. I'm going to show you something great.
I led them to the great
Come
hall.
on, you guys. Come on, you guys.
It's it's hard to know who that was even talking there, but okay.
Just come on, everyone.
Lucian, James, Sirius, and Snake were all in the great hall. Lucian wouldn't talk with James because he had tried to shoot him. Your line?
Go fuck yourself, you fucking douche.
He shouted at him.
Draco is never going to be friends with Vampire now. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Samaro.
Snape agreed, but I knew he was lying, 'cause it had been his fault. James had almost shot Lucian. Be quiet, you guys, I said sexily. Me plan was working out great. That was definitely Scottish. Me plan was working out great. Now I could make Voldemort good without doing it with him. No vampire's dad would never die, and okay, Satan and Hedwig, you guys can start making out, I said. Disgusting. And I started to film them with the iPod.
Well, it was fucking one of us. Cool,
said Sirius, as Voldemort and Hedwig started to make out sexily. We watched as they started to take each other's clothes off sexily. Samaro, Sirius, Snake, and Lucian all watched because they were probably bi. I knew Snape was bi. See, she doesn't have bi vision. She can't possibly know.
Oh my fucking god. Voldemort.
Screamed Hedwig as his Glock touched Voldemort. Okay.
He has a gun?
There's docking happening. No, I'm pretty sure. Okay. No, I think Glock is something else. As his Glock touched Voldemort's. Yeah, they are sword fighting. But suddenly everything stopped as the door opened, and in came Dumbledore and Mr. Norris. Chapter 42, The Black Parade. Author's note. OMG, the new book is coming out really soon. I can't wait. I think that Snape will be really the same person as Voldemort because they are both half-blood.
What?
So that would explain why he killed Dumbledore and he hated Harry. Spoilers.
Yeah, what?
And then Harry will have to commit suicide, so Voldemort will die because he will really be a Horcrux. Okay, so she got one thing right. OMG, I hope Draco and Harry get together. That would be so schmexy, wouldn't it? If they don't, then JKR is homophobic.
I think it's hamophobic.
Homophobic, yeah. Thanks for the help with facts, Medusa. You rock. Who's Medusa now?
Medusa.
She not friends with
Medusa
Raven?
has failed us with facts.
Historically, yes. I mean, to be fair, J.K. Rowling might, I don't know, like Dumbledore's gay after the fact. A bit of a, I don't know, J.K. I sat depressedly in Dumbledore's office with Hedwig, Sirius, Snap, and Lucian. Dumbledore was sitting in front of us cruelly. He looked more young than he did in the future. Yeah, he had taken. Also, the sky was blue today. He had taken the iPod away and was now listening to a shitty Avril Lavigne song. It was your iPod.
Oh, what?
Someone's hiding a dirty secret.
What the hell is
Sorry.
this anyway?
He cackled meanly. I hope he didn't find out that I was from another time.
Whatever oo don't blame I Bonnie, oo jerk.
Satan said.
Oh, yeah, seriously, she was trying to get Satan and Hedwig back together.
Sorry, Dice has apparently just come back and was not ready for it. Screamed Hedwig as his Glock. No offense to Emily, but I feel CP is really elevating the material.
Thank you.
I agree.
Listen,
Thank God for, yeah.
listen, you got to treat
I'm
this.
glad I'm not doing this on my own. I wouldn't know what to do.
No, we're a team here. If I actually had a genuine knowledge of what these people were, I'd put a little bit more effort into it. But it just seems like their names are literally changing as we go.
Yeah, that seems to be the way. Mark, thank you for humoring me, but my streams are not, they're not all that good, I don't think.
Her videos are
yeah, thank God
flawless.
Sipo is here. Yeah, I do better when I'm not on the spot, as opposed to Sipo here, who is a lot better when he doesn't script things, I think.
Yeah, but my scripted shit sucks.
Doesn't suck, it's just
not good.
you sound like you're reading it.
All right, so speaking of reading, we're almost
Yes,
there.
reading. Here we go. Oh no. Okay. Where were we? You've just read Dumbledore's thing, have you?
Trying to get Sirius and Hedwig back together. Sirius said deviantly.
Deviantly. He's on DeviantArt.
Be quiet, you Satanists.
Dumbledore cockled. Can you do an old man voice?
No.
Okay.
If you're lucky, I'll probably send you all to Azkaban. Wait, no.
Spelled it right.
Akazaban.
Aw, so close.
That will teach you to copulate in the Great Hall.
Or the Forbidden Forest. I'm so... Do you know how frustrating it is that I see a word that's spelled more correctly than it usually is, and I think it is spelled correctly? Just at a glance. Oh, that must be spelled right. Suddenly, I noticed something strong about the iPod. It was slowly changing. Dumbledore didn't notice. You fucking poser, I muttered. Oh, I could do with some mutton. I'm just really hungry.
I bet you've never heard of GC.
James said. No, I knew what the iPod was changing into. Morty McFly's tin machine.
Shut up, Jones.
Draco's dad shouted. I forgot his name.
Yeah, shut up.
Snake said preppily.
No, shut up, Dumbledore.
Said Tom. Tom?
I've had enough.
As in...
I've had enough of you Satanists in my school.
Shouted Dumbledore furiously.
Furiously.
That's a word. Hang on, how do you know that word?
They meant
whatever.
furious and just tripped over the keyboard.
triumphantly. Suddenly, I grabbed the iPod from him. Everyone jump in before it's too late. I jumped into it, but only one odder person jumped in. No one's odder than you. It was Satan.
Oh,
And
you dunderheads.
screamed Dumbledore wisely as we went. And there's a plane passing overhead, so I'm going to go back to the chat just a sec. Well, if I had tried to read this shit live or not, I'd quickly end up rocking back and forth in the corner screaming, why? I agree, Dice. I'm surprised we made it this far.
We're almost done.
Yeah. Oh, that plane really wants to be
That's a
loud, doesn't it?
helicopter.
Can you guys hear that? Oh, okay. Helicopter. I looked around. I was in the Slytherin conmen room with Satan. I was wearing a black plaid miniskirt with hot pink fishnets. Isn't that kind of preppy? A little bit?
There's black in there.
I don't know. Is this gonna make the universe explode? Because Satan's definitely not supposed to be in this time period with his other older self.
No, as long as they don't touch.
Okay. A sexy black MCR corset and black stiletto boots. Thank God they're not Stilton. With pink pentagrams on them. Dem. My earrings were Blake Satanist sins. And my raven hair was all around me to my mid-black. Because she's gothic,
Hey,
I guess.
cool, where is this?
He asked in an emo voice. This is the future. Dumbledore's iPod that he tried to take away from me was really also a Tim machine, I told him.
Cool, what's an eye patch?
He whimpered. That's kind of funny. Is that what you'd say if you were from the future and you didn't know what an iPad was?
Sure. I know what an eye... You should know what an eye patch is in the past. What the fuck?
What's a lap pod? It's something you use to listen to music. I yacked. Really scraping the barrel for synonyms for said
this
now,
is
aren't
sexy voice. OMFG cool. Wait, what's a 4-letter word for dirt?
we? Don't use that voice. It's too sexy. He asked in his sexy voice. I guess sand. I laid confused.
Yeah, I was just trying to make sure you were still the same person. Why would that be the test?
Only Annabelle knows a synonym for dirt. Wait, dirt is a 4-letter word for dirt.
What is sand? What is with shitty writing and talking about sand?
It's coarse, rough, irritating. And it travels in time, apparently. He triumphantly giggled. Suddenly, some of my friends walked in. OMG, you're fucking alive, said Ginny, wearing a black leather jacket, black baggy pants, and a gothic black from first to last shirt. This is the first gothic thing that I have no idea what it is. I explained to her why I was alive. Konnichiwa, bitch. I want that on a shirt, said Willow. She was wearing a black corset showing off her boobs with lace all around it and red stripes on it. With it, she was wearing a black leather miniskirt, big black boots, white foundation, black eyeliner, red eyeshadow, and black lipstick. You gotta be Ron now.
Oh, his name's Diablo?
Yeah,
Hey, motherfucker.
said Diablo with his red hair, even though it was black. He was wearing a black at ATD. Oh, Panic at the Disco. Okay.
Oh.
T-shirt and black baggy pants. Hey, who's that, Ebony? Bloody Mary questioned as she walked in wearing a black T-shirt with a red pentagram on it with lace at the bottom, red leather pants with black lace and black stilettos. Oh, it's Satan, I told her, and she nodded, knowing the truth. Suddenly, Satan started to cry. Are you okay, Satan? We asked concernedly.
Oh, OMFG, from the future. What if you don't like anymore? Cause we're from different times?
He asked. Oh, he's picked up on the fact that Ebony's got friends in the future. Okay. No, I still like you, I said sexily to him.
Okay.
He said reassuredly. I let him listen to Teenagers by MCR on my iPod while I was about to go outside to find out some things. I gave Diablo a signal to keep Satan occupied. He'll keep him occupied, right? Satan fell asleep. He fell asleep. I took the iPod. He's listening to a hot new band from the present, and it's so boring that he has to snooze.
It's Satan. Unless it's death metal, he's,
Okay. I was about to walk outside. Professor Sinister ran in. She was wearing a gothic black mini dress with depressing black stripes. White and black stripped tights, and red Converse shoes. Spelled it right. They're not Congress shoes. She was wearing lots of black eyeliner. Oh my fucking god, where's Draco? How did Snape get back here? Toe hot. He was in I say that as a joke and she says it. It's Azerbaijan. I hate everything. I hate it. I asked sadly. This is Snape. Okay, it's you.
Ebony I was so worried.
Oh, no. Hold on. I misread it. I'm sorry. Ebony, I was so worried about you, but I know you can't fucking die because you're a vampire. Snape came back because that girl Brittany freed him. I never liked her. She was a bad student, Trevelyan said reassuredly. How convenient for the plot that the preps are bad at school. Even though you never go to school because you're busy putting your throbbing tool in
going
Draco's
to concerts
sexily.
Too. Lots of concerts.
Yeah.
And future travel.
Yeah. Oh, let's not
or
forget.
Excuse me, Tim travel.
It's only okay when Hermione does it. That bitch! Did she also free Hagrid and Lupin? I shouted angrily. I hated Brittany because she was a fucking prep. Yes, they are on the loose at this school. Dumbledore is back. Cornelia is on his way to help everyone. Tell everyone you see to lock themselves in their con-man room, Trevelyan said worriedly. Did we ever get a cure for her? I guess not. Okay, but where's Draco? How come he was doing it with Snap? I don't know why, but I know he almost tried to commit suicide after he saw you almost kill yourself, she said. OMG, that's terrible, I gasped. Satan was still asleep, so he couldn't tell what was going on. Yeah, we've been down this road before.
Here it comes.
Then I said, listen, everyone, I have something important to do. Everyone stay. With that, I ran out. What are you laughing at?
It says, good luck, Tara.
Oh, no. Everyone cried.
Who's Tara? Wait a minute.
All right, Tara. Let's see where Tara goes next. I, Tara, ran sexily down the stairs into the Great Hall, where the portraits around looked at me scaredly. Not a word. There was hardly anyone, like the K-pop band, else in the stairs, and there was an atmosphere of horror. On the way, I saw Brittany laughing on the stairs. She was wearing a slutty pink shirt with flowers on it, a blue jean skirt, Abercrombie, and pink stilettos. She looked just like a pentagram of those fucking preps, Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan. What's the chat doing? You were all just posers and preps. Golford's dog says, if they overdo the time travel, I'm afraid it'll stop making sense. I see no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. What's really sad is that any of us here can write Shakespeare-quality work and never be as popular as this. Yeah, that is a pity.
If you're going to do something, be flamboyant about it, one way or another.
Yeah. You fucking bitch, I shouted angrily. No, you're totally a bitch. Now Voldemort would, totally kill you. She laughed. Totally. Crucius, I shouted selectively, pontificating my black wand, and she started screaming because she was being tortured, and I laughed sadistically. No, help me, please, skipping over the ones, etc. Brittany screamed terrifiedly. I put up my middle finger at her. In her hand, I saw the video camera Snape and Lumpkin. No, just Lumpin. Snape and Lumpin. God damn it. I saw the video camera Snape and Lumpin had used to take the video of me. I put the tape of Voldemort doing it with Hedwig onto it. Then I continued to round down the stairs with the camera. When I had reached the Great Hall, I saw Vampire Potter. OMG, Vampira! I yielded. We hugged each udder, like a cow's udder, happily. He looked at me with his gothic red eyes and spiky black hair. Around them were black eyeliner and eyeshadow. Around his hair? Is it so much that it's just all over his
I like
face?
it. It's just eyeshadow, like it's an Apple product.
From the future. He was wearing a black leather Jackson, leather pants, a Panic at the Disco concert shirt, and his black Congress shoes. He looked more like Joel from Good Charlotte than ever. Did you hear the song The River It Rocks?
I was so worried you died.
Moaned Vampire. I know, but I'm a vampire, lol. When I woke up, I was back in 1980, so anyway, I brought Voldemort from when he was young with me.
That's I. Where's Draco?
I asked furiously, meaning curiously this time instead of furiously.
Draco, you mean that fucking poser who betrayed you?
Vampire snarkled with anger in his sexy voice. I love when he snarkles. I know, but we have to find him, I said, smarty.
I'll do it, then.
Harry said angstily.
You
Okay.
do that then.
Oh, okay. He should have that voice from now on. Okay, I agreed. Suddenly, all the lights in the room went out, and then the dork mark appeared.
Oh my fucking Satan!
Harry shouted, changing names spontaneously.
What?
I think Voldemort has arrived, I said anxiously. Fuck, I'll have to find Draco. I guess we should separate.
Okay, now back to Vampire.
Vampire said, deapparating. Okay. My fucking brain. Sadly, I ran into the Great Hall, spelled correctly for once, and... Oh, fucking hell. I hope we are finished with this soon, because I need some pizza rolls or something.
Yeah, there's if you want to go start the oven, we're 2 chapters from...
Alright, I can do that. I will be right back.
So guys, 2 chapters left. Where do you think we're going with this, huh? See, if this were any other novel, I would say this doesn't seem like it's going to end anytime soon. But if this were any other novel, I'd also say I have no fucking clue what this shit's about. So there's that. Yeah, there's creators and millionaires. We should be billionaires. Any of us can put this shit to a page. Yeah, it's frightening. It's the shitty shit that gets the attention, unfortunately. Is anyone beginning to think the author's starting to get lazy? Starting? Did they ever start to get creative? Isn't the ending obvious? Is it? I genuinely have no idea what to... I mean, she's going to have to, like, win and save the day or some shit, but... Chapter 43.
Woo. Okay. Chapter 43. Author's note. I think after this I will have Abbott 2 or 3 more chapters. Thanks to all my reviewers. That's the worst I've ever seen that word spelled. Not das Flamers. If you flamed cis story, then you suck. The Flamers are the only people reading the fucking story, Ebony. I mean, Tara. I'm getting them mixed up for some reason. If you flamed, then fuck you. Okay. I walked sexily into the Great Hall. You already ran there. It was empty except for one person. Draco was there. He sat there in deadly bloom in his black 666 t-shirt and his baggy black pants. He had slit his wrists. I felt mad at him for having sex with Snape. Sex with is one word. But I felt sorry for him. He looked just like Gerard Way with his red eyes and his pale white face. That was better spelled than usual. Okay. Draco, are you okay? I asked.
I'm not okay. Oh, I'm not okay.
Trust me, he screamed depressedly. I thought of the MCR called it. I thought of the MCR song and I got even more depressed because that song always makes me cry. I gave him a pot cigarette and he started to smoke it.
A pot cigarette?
Oh, Draco, why did you do it with that fucking bastard Snape? I asked tearfully. Draco began to say, but suddenly Lupin, not Lumpkin, and Mr. Norris appeared into the room. They didn't see us.
I'm so glad me and Snape were freed,
said Lupin.
Damn, this job would be great if it wasn't for the fucking students.
Mr. Norris agreed. Pop Adelum! I yielded angrily, pointing my wand at them.
No one.
Lupin shouted as I was doing the Ebony voice. Lupin shouted as chains came on him. Mr. Norris ran away. You fucking perv, I said, laughing with depths of evil and depressedness in my voice. Now you have to tell us where Voldemort is or I'm going to torture you. The fuck was that?
I don't now where he is. 1111.
Said Lupin. Suddenly Satan and Vampire ran into the room. Vampire didn't know who Satan was, really.
Oh, my Satan, we were so worried about you guys one.
Vampire said. I looked sexily at Draco with his gothic red eyes with contacts, black t-shirt that said 666 on it, and pale skin like Gerard Way. Vampire with his sexy black hair and red eyes just like Frank Iero, who I believe is another member of MCR. And Satan, who looked just like Brandon Urie then. Okay, him I do know. He's still making music now. I selectively took the caramel from my pocket. Camera.
Selectively? I'll take this caramel.
Only parts. Yeah. Caramel. And then I began Frenching Draco sexily. Lupin gasped. Draco began to take off all of his clothes, and I could see his white sex pack. Ugh. No, ugh. Well, more for you, I guess. Then Vampire took off his own clothes. Off too. We all began making out together sexily. Three-way. I took off my black leather bra, my black lace thong, and the rest of my clothes. Isn't there a cloud of people gathered around?
All of which black, by the way.
Everyone took their Glocks out, except for me. I'm a girl, lol. Okay, so that unequivocally Glock is penis. Oh, my Satan, Draco! I screamed. As he put his hardness, which is an improvement on wetness, in my thingy, then he did the same thing to Harry.
He's only got one dick.
Harry...
Hold on a second.
Oh dear, I'm imagining something horrific in my head. I began making out with Satan, and he joined in.
OMS 111.
Cried Vampire. Oh, Vampire, I screamed.
Oh, Satan.
Yelled Harry in Pleasor.
In Pleasor.
Finally, she is having an orgy. Lupin watched in shock. We took turns doing torture curses on him because we were all sadists while having the sex. Suddenly, a big black car that said 666 on the license plate flew straight, like straitjacket, through the windows. And Snape was in it. Chapter 44. Author's note. Well, I have nothing to say, but everyone stop glamming, okay? If any gothic people are reading this, then you rock. OMG, I still can't wait for the movie. Tom Fletton is so hot. Lol, I hope Harry will become gothic. Cause my friend told me he is really emo in this book. In spirit, maybe not in fashion. OMFG, I'm leaving. Dub, yeah, pretty soon. Can't wait. This will probably be the last chapter until I come back. Okay, and Draco is angrily saying,
That's me car.
disgusting. But suddenly it was revealed who was in the car. It was Snape, like you said in the last chapter.
I shall free you, Lupin, but first you must help me kill these idiotic Donderheads.
He said cruelly from the car as it flew circumcising above us.
Ebony Darkness, Dementia Ravenway must be killed. Then the Dork Lord shall never die. You fucking prep.
Yelled Draco. Then he looked at me sadly.
I forgot to tell you, Ebony. Snape made me do it with him. I didn't really have sex him, but he's a ropist.
I mean, really, Ebony, you should have known this from previous chapters. We all put our clothes on quickly except Satan. We were so scared, scarred, but Satan didn't change. Instead, he changed into... Wait. What? But Satan didn't change. Instead, he changed into a man with gren eyes, no nose, a grey robe, and white skin. He had changed into Voldemort. Because he is, but not now. I guess this is the timelines sorting themselves out.
I knew who thou were all along.
The chat is quite something to behold. She should probably change her underwear. It's been the same thong for 32 now. He cackled evilly and sarcastically at me.
Now I shall kill thee all.
Thunder came in the room.
Oh, no, pulls don't kill us.
Pleaded Vampire. Suddenly Willow, Bloody Mary, Diabolo, Ginny, Dracula, Fred and Gorge finally got their names right. Hagrid, McGonagall, Dumbledore, Sirius, and Lucian all ran in.
What is the meaning of this?
Dumbledore asked all angrily, and Voldemort looked away, because Dumbledore is the only wizard he is scared of. He did a spell, and suddenly his broomstick came to him sexily. Okay, you can maybe jump sexily, you can maybe be crying and also flirty at the same time, but broomsticks... It's nearly over. I don't know why I'm complaining. Voldemort flew above the roof evilly on his broomstick.
Oh my goth.
Slugborn gasped, get it, 'cause I'm gothic.
The Dark Lord shall kill all of you. Then you must submit to him.
Snape ejaculated menacingly. Okay, now this did used to be a synonym for said. Not these days for reasons, but... fair.
You fucking preppy fags.
Sirius shouted angrily.
Oh, I know a 4-letter word for dirt. Cruciatus.
Screamed Harry, but the sparks from his wand only hit Draco's car. It fell down, Snap quickly crawled out of it, and picked up the Kiddio camera. Oh my fucking god, I cried, because the video of me in the bathroom, the video of me doing it with Draco, and the video of Satan doing it with... then it's your line.
If you kill me, then Desi, CDOs will be shown to everyone in the skull. Then you can be just like that gothic girl, Paris Hilton.
He laughed meanly. Has this been the same tape in the camera the whole time? Because it's the kind of camera that runs on tapes. So, okay, whatever. No, I screamed. FYI, I have a picture of you doing it with Lupin.
What's she talking about?
Lupin slurped as he sat in chains.
I saw too. She's going to show everyone the picture. 111.
Galford's dog says, this author wrote for this long with no interest in the English language whatsoever, yet never became discouraged or fatigued. That's strangely motivating. Yeah, they didn't know they were doing a bad job is the only problem. That's why they continued. I mean, if everyone was flaming them but were preps, then I guess it doesn't matter.
I saw too. She's gonna show everyone the picture. 111.
Ha- Harry shouted angrily.
Shut up, 111. Oh,
Uh,
foolish ignoramuses.
Yelled Voldemort from his broomstick.
Thou shall all die soon.
They already have.
Think again, you fucking muggle poser.
Harry yelled, and then he and Diablo and Naval both took out black guns, but Voldemort took out his own one. You guys are in a Latin standoff, I shouted.
Latin stand up. Sorry.
I shouted desperately.
Echo Neville's wand.
Cried Voldemort, and suddenly Neville's wind was in his hands.
Now I shall kill thee all, and Evany who will die.
He made lighting come all over the place.
Save us, Ebony.
Dumbledore cried. I cried sexily. I just wanted to go to the common room and slip my wrist with my friends while we watched Shark Attack 3 and Saw 2 and do it with Draco, but I knew I had to do something more impotent. Abracadabra, I shooted. And is that the end? I can't scroll down anymore.
That's it.
Good Lord. I know I keep saying that, but I guess that was really the last chapter.
That's it. Cliffhanger. Well, she abracadabraed, and I guess all was well.
Mm-hmm.
Copyright 2008. Copyright. Is there really a copyright on this?
Apparently. There's a petition to get my Immortal back on fanfiction.com for some reason.
Was it off of fanfiction.com?
Yeah, it got taken off for numerous reasons.
Like?
Theories to why fanfiction deleted my Immortal, according to the What Happened tab. 1. Fanfiction are preps. 2. Fanfiction deleted it due to inappropriate content, such as sex scenes or copyright infringement. 3. Fanfiction could not bear to look at such awful abuse of the English language anymore. 4. Fanfiction just wanted to spoil our lols. Or 5. So many preps reported it, which links back to point 1 and 2. Until then, this site ensures fanfiction cannot delete this great piece of work from Das interwebs. Okay, thanks, bye. So yeah, that was my Immortal. I remember someone saying in a comment that Draco turns into a guitar. I know there was a scene like that earlier on, but I was expecting a guitar to be her boyfriend. I don't know why. Dice says, here's my vote. No, let's not do that.
All right, so that was understandably so the worst fan fiction.
Worst you've ever read?
I don't read fan fiction much. Here's what I know of fan fiction. I know people shipping things. Like what I know of fan fiction is people getting Holmes and Watson to fuck. That's what I know of fan fiction. And
pretty much.
And some of the more popular fan fiction has been made into stuff like 50 Shades of Grey. So as you can tell, my regard for fan fiction isn't held very high.
There's good fanfics out there. There's what was the Harry Potter one, and the what is it called? The Methods of Improbability or something? The Methods of Rationality. That's a really good one, apparently. Pretty long, too, like a couple books long at this point.
Pete says the ending was so predictable, clearly foreshadowed in chapter 16 and again in 22.
It'd be fucked if you guys got copyrighted for this. Yeah, I don't think anyone actually wants to own up to... Well, that one girl did, but...
Well, if it means money, yeah, you'd be surprised. Oh,
Yeah.
you know, I wrote it, sure.
Would you want this to be your legacy?
Does Tommy Wiseau...
Even if it was optioned for a film.
Does
like,
Tommy
I don't
Wiseau
know.
still run around with a 18-year-old movie? Just
I mean, sure, that's my alarm going off, so I'm going to take the thing out of the oven and be right back.
Okay. That was a beautiful train wreck of a story. Indeed it was. Wait, Holmes and Watson never fucked in a canon story? Well, yet. The fan fiction hath spoken, and that's what people apparently really want, is them to fuck. I don't know how else to put it. What are some of the other really laughably poor fan fictions, Dice?
Holmes and Watson never fucked in a canon story. Well, they queerbait quite a fair bit on the Sherlock BBC show, but as far as I know, nothing's happened yet.
Did you take the food out or just put it in?
No, I took it out,
Oh, okay.
so it can wait. It's
All
fine.
right, so we're giving you about a 2-minute warning, guys. Dinner is just about ready. Dinner at 1 a.m.
Well, you know pizza rolls, they stay hot for 1,000 years.
My
So.
pizza rolls is done.
Mm-hmm.
No, not in a cannon, just on a bed. Ah. Oh, I've
Dice,
been given a link.
Is this the... Yep, okay. So, is this another bad fanfic? Is this the one... This isn't the one with the castle and the giant squid.
Oops, file not found.
I found it.
Well, send it to me because mine's not loading. What the shit?
All right. Sending it to you on... Should I do Skype or Facebook Messenger? All right. Facebook.
Why didn't it work? That's weird.
It is a little bit weird, but here you go.
Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles.
Do you want your little ones to read books and they want to read the Harry Potter books, but you don't want them to turn into witches? Well, this is the story for you.
Oh.
This story has all the adventure of J.K. Rowling's books, but will not lead your children astray for concerned mommies everywhere.
Is this a Christian?
I like the sound of this. All right, how about we read that on our own time, and if it's good, we can come on here and do a reading. We can make this like a thing.
This? 14 chapters.
Mm-hmm. So there's some, this potential for content.
Oh, chocolatey brownies. Author's note. Hello, friends. My name is Grace Ann. I'm new to this whole fan fiction thing, but recently
Oh no, more author's notes.
I've encountered a problem that I believe this is a solution to. My little ones have been asking to read the Harry Potter books, and of course I'm happy for them to be reading, but I don't want them turning into witches. So I thought, why not make some slight changes to the books so these books are family friendly? And then I thought, why not share this with all the other mommies who are facing the same problem? So ta-da, here it is. I am so excited to share this with all of you. So without further ado.
I love when we're looking at bad fan fiction, not knowing if this is an extraordinarily skilled troll or someone who's actually earnestly serious.
The words look like English, at least. I'll give her that.
That's good. It looks kind of interesting. I like that Hagrid turns up immediately in this chapter, just from skimming. But thank you for that, Dice. And
we'll put it on the list.
It doesn't work for you, CP, because you're a prep.
Yeah. I'm a flammer too. All right, guys. Well, that was that was my Immortal.
In its entirety, I guess.
Man, what a bummer of an ending. I'd call that 44 chapters of just bad English.
Well, I mean, how do you guys want it to end, ideally? There was the proposed ending by that troll, but I don't think it was very good, primarily because it was too self-aware and too well spelt. So
that turned into like just a giant... That literally is how porn plays out, where everybody's fucking. Just like everybody fucks.
Pretty much, yeah. There was a full-on four-way going on at the end.
Yeah.
And somehow it's okay when the main characters do it, but when Snap and Lupin are in a hallway with Dobby watching, that's bad. Such a hypocrite Ebony is, but...
Oh no. I
What?
just I just eyeballed a line.
Hmm.
Christians are people who want to be good, Hagrid explained wisely, and crouched down so he was eye level with Harry. We want to go to heaven after we die. Do you know what heaven is, Harry?
Oh no.
No. Mm.
Thank you very much for your concern, said Aunt Petunia. But he does not need your religion. He has science and socialism and birthdays.
Evolution is a fairy tale. You don't really believe that, do you?
Hagrid says,
Oh,
"Prove it," and she can't because, I mean, you can prove evolution.
no.
And there are people out there who think, well, how's you seeing fossils in a stone any different from Christians seeing God in a piece of toast?
Fuck.
It's gonna be one of, it's gonna be one of those, isn't it? Oh dear. Yeah, we might have to read
Fuck.
this. I'm on board if you are.
I'm down for a laugh. Jesus.
Yeah, not right now, but
No, yeah,
another
no.
time. I will
We have
definitely.
some pizza rolls to tackle.
Mhm.
My pizza rolls is done. All right, guys.
Yep.
Um,
Thank you so much for joining
thanks for
us.
joining us. I guess we'll have another endeavor relatively soon enough.
Mhm.
Em,
Thank you, Dice.
Emily, anything coming up on your channel?
Yeah, I'm still working on Stalker Month. Greta will probably be rounding out the thing because, well, we need to find a copy for me to work with first, but I'll be doing Greta and a short film before that. That's coming very shortly. What about you? What are you up to on your channel?
I should have my vlog thing for Old Boy before the end of the weekend, and something else that's opening up a new series, which I won't talk about because this thing is kind of an introduction.
Ooh, okie dokie.
Yeah. All right, that's it. We gotta go. Say goodnight,
All right.
Gracie.